All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to you, Akim, that's pushing this truth and true sincerity. I'm going to start on Jeremiah 3 and 15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So the pastors that the God of the Bible is giving you are instructing you, all right, even on the foods that you eat. And this lesson is going to be entitled The Consequences of Eating Pork, okay? Because it's just something I've been seeing. You know, you go to the grocery store, you know, I'm in the shopping aisle, whatever. You know, the apostles and elders do a great job of, you know, putting brothers up on game as far as the health diet, you know, eating certain things. I know Apostle Hart did a lot of lessons about certain foods to avoid. You know, Apostle Hart mentioned, you know, a sign of depression is eating too much pizza. I know Apostle Hart did a lesson on don't be consuming all that rice. If you want to eat some rice, get you some black rice. But this goes into abominable foods that we're not supposed to eat. All right. Now let's go straight to the law. Well, first and foremost, let's get a precept before I go to the law, because our people are stiff-necked, hard-headed when it comes to this pork, man, and it's killing you. Like I said, you go to the grocery store, you know, you might have some kale or some carrots, a little bit of meat here and there, lean fish, you know, that's lawful, all right, because catfish and shrimp and crab and lobster are abominable foods according to the Bible. And I'm going to get an article from a doctor pointing to why pork is bad for you. But for yet that, our people are still stiff-necked. Your pastor's not going to tell you to stop eating the pork. All right, he's going to continue to encourage it, because at these Christian churches, they have abominable foods after the service, or they go to Golden Corral and scarf down a honey glazed ham. And don't forget about the holidays, man. Right? So just something on my spirit, man. Just getting back to less basics of the scriptures, man. This is Malachi chapter 3 and verse 6. For I am the Lord. The Lord's name is Yahweh. H3068 is Yahweh. I change not. Therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the God of the Bible doesn't change. You might change, but the God of the Bible does not change. Right? And what is the Lord's stance on eating pork? Let's just get the law. All right? The law is not done away with. Okay, let's get another one, because the law is not done away with. Let's go to Matthew. Because a Christian, especially an old black Negro, right, is going to go get them slab of ribs, especially here in the summertime, especially for a holiday, commemorate you being in slavery, July 4th. Every so-called black person or every Jake out here, even you Hispanics, will sit there and put that pork. You so-called Hispanics eat that chorizo, all right? You Dominicans will eat all types of abominable pork food. Man, yeah, all you 12 tribes, man. I've met a couple of Asherites and men from the tribe of Naphtali, and they eat the same abominable food. It's just disguised differently, man. All right, you know, chorizo is certain dishes that Hispanics you got to watch them. You know, you got to watch these so-called Hispanics, man. You got to watch that Spanish, because you might mess around and eat something. We got pork in it, man. So, hey, even the brothers, man, the brother up there in Buffalo. Before I get this precept, you got to watch the labels, man, because you get this so-called beef sausage, but it got pork casing in it, man. Now going back to these Hispanics, when you go to the taco stand, try to get a burrito, don't get them beans, man, because they got lard in them, which is pork. All right, Matthew 5 and 17. This is the red letter. This is the words who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, real name Yahweh Shai. So you telling me that the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ died for you so you can eat some pork? That doesn't make any sense. Where is that in the Bible? Can you point to me where it says the one who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ said, oh, it's cool, y'all can eat pork now? That doesn't make any damn sense. Matthew 5 and 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law, because that's what these Christians think. Oh, he did away with the law. Well, hold on. If you go to Hebrews the 8th chapter, it tells you the new covenant that we're not in, and the laws are going to be in our inward part. So why would we go from keeping the law to saying the law is done away with to keeping in the kingdom of heaven? It completely doesn't make any sense. We are to rehearse the righteous acts. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. All right, he came to fulfill everything that was written about him in the Old Testament. For you Christians who simply can't understand, the law is still here. All right, this is what we have to do though. We're in the land of our captivity. We can't exactly call our job and be like, well, I want to be off for the Sabbath. Man, they're going to give you your walking papers, man. Judges 5:11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water. Now, the drawing water refers into slavery. All right, when you look at our people, especially brothers in the truth, man, some of us got to go clock into a job, man. That's slavery. All right. Those that are delivered from the noise of the archers. There's going to be a thermonuclear destruction coming, and hey, that's one of the consequences of eating pork, as I'm gonna allude to, right? So you keep eating that pork, man. I'm just keep on going. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. The righteous acts going to the law, man. You can't exactly, like I said, you can't tell your boss on I mean, you can call off, but if every time you got the Sabbath, you tell your boss you can't work, you're gonna be out of a job. So we rehearse the righteous acts, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. So we rehearse the righteous acts. All right. It says in the New Testament the law is not grievous. Let's see if I can get that. If I can spell it right. All right, we'll just go to the precept. Leviticus 11, and I'm going to just jump down. Leviticus 11:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And hey, even you Israelite foreigners, man, you need to stop eating these abominable foods, man. Saying, these are the beasts which you shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall you eat. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. All right, you're not supposed to eat the camel and the coney. All right, let's see what the coney is. It says rock badger, coney, the hyrax. So it's a badger, right? Hold on, let me get it right here. It says a species of rock rabbit from its hiding, i.e., probably the hyrax. Let's get a definition just to paint the picture, man. All right, the rock hyrax, also called Dassie, Cape hyrax, rock rabbit, and coney, is a medium-sized terrestrial mammal native to Africa and the Middle East. So this is the coney right here. You're not supposed to eat that. And why would you even try to eat that? Wow, that's a beautiful illustration. All praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah for that. I ain't even have it set up like that. All right, let's continue on just to paint the picture with this illustration. I think I was in Leviticus 11:5. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the hare, all right, all right, rabbits, all right, we already know what a hare is. All right, rabbits, you're not supposed to eat rabbits, all right, that's just sickening, all right. But you imagine our people, man, especially them people down south, man, they probably would see this on the side of the road and put some barbecue sauce on it, man. All right, that's how gone backwards our people are, man. And you are what you eat. You are what you eat. That's why you see our people bugged out. Even the lawful foods, man. You go to the grocery store, man. Jay eating all types of processed foods. They ain't got to look they ain't got to look a kale or spinach or some type of lettuce. Hell, if even iceberg lettuce. God damn. Jake goes straight to Go straight to the sections where the processed food is at. You know, the rule of thumb is always to go to the produce section. All right, you get your meat, then you go to the dairy section if you can fathom that, and then that's it. All them cookies and crackers and stuff. And then, do you wonder why Jake be looking like the way they do, man? It says, and the hair, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the swine, though he divided the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. So let me stop right there. We already know the swine is that damn pig, all right? You get your nasty pork bacon, and every time you go to the store, you see that ooze coming off this ham. Like you see the bacon. They even have beef bacon in these stores. So it's no excuse for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's the law. You're not supposed to eat these type of birds, man. All right? No crab, shrimp, lobster, no snails, no calamari, no escargot, none of that crap, man. All right? Not supposed to be eating rabbits, and you're not supposed to be eating no damn pork bacon and honey glazed hams, man. All right? Now let me get this article, because Jacob probably listened to a white man than us. All right? Now this is from Dr. Josh Axe, all right, co-founder of Ancient Nutrition. Why you should avoid pork. It says pork is the most widely eaten meat in the world, making up about 38% of meat production worldwide. It's especially popular in East and Southeast Asia, Europe, Sub-Saharan Africa, North America, South America, and Oceania. I don't see it being popular in Muslim countries and India and Pakistan. All right? Because those people, even though they're heathens, all right, they follow the dietary law better than so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They don't even believe in the God of the Bible. That's a damn shame. But hey, some of these descendants of Ishmael come over here and eat pork too, man. It says if you're at all familiar with the Bible, which you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans swear on, Bible on the dashboard, Bible in the back of the car, your grandma's dusty Bible that hadn't been read since she died, because she probably ate pork. They made a movie about that called Soul Food. Then you wonder why Big Mama dropped dead halfway during the movie. Eating all that so-called soul food. That's not soul food, that's eating bad. If you're at all familiar with the Bible, you probably remember that in it, God, his name was Yahweh, specifically instructed his people, I like how he put his people, who was his people, the Israelites, not to eat pork and shellfish. So for you black women out there, you're not supposed to be eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. For you Mexicans, you're not supposed to eat no ceviche, which is shrimp, okay? Because you go to these Mexican spots, you be like, oh, what is ceviche? Like I said, you got to watch that Spanish, man. Because they'll give you something, you don't know what it is. It's some type of abomination. Many people are surprised to find out this out. But in the Old Testament, God warned us that the pig was an unclean animal. Why? Because the pig is a scavenger and not meant for human consumption. Yes, this pig right here, it even eats, they had this movie called Snatch with Jason Statham and Brad Pitt. You had this guy in a character called Bricktop. He was the villain. And he was basically like a boss, and basically, make a long story short, during the movie, the people that didn't pay what they owed, he would send them to the pigs, and the pigs would eat human flesh. But here are people going to the grocery store, they're going to Kroger and getting a slice of pork bacon. There's nothing wrong with bacon. You can get beef bacon, or you can get lamb bacon, you can get chicken bacon, you can get turkey bacon, but stay away from that pork bacon and that honey glazed ham, man. Because these animals are scavengers, man. I mean, I can't make it no more clear. If you see a pig, pigs eat tires. Pigs even eat their young. And you go going to Publix and getting a slab of bacon. And no wonder why you got all types of health problems. All right, let's get a precept on that. All right, Deuteronomy 28. Let's just get straight to the curses, man. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass that thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments. And one of his commandments is to not eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. How hard is that to understand? and his statutes which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. What is one curse? Let's get this, man. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. The field is the world in Matthew 13 and 38. So our people are cursed in the city. All right, they've got all types of you notice how in white or white neighbor so-called white neighborhoods or melting pot neighborhoods where all types of nationalities come together. You got a Whole Foods, you got a Sprouts. You will be cursed in the city. They don't give you nothing but McDonald's. All right, they don't give you nothing but McDonald's, Wendy's. They might give you a Chipotle, but you know they're gonna give you that nasty Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is overrated to me. I'm sorry, man. I've been eating it for so long down here in the South, man. It's just a grease pig. Or as that one guy, the minister of health, I think it's Nathaniel, I forgot his name. He calls it a death shack. So our people will be cursed in the cities, man. And cursed shall thou be in the field. All right. Let's get another one. Deuteronomy 28. I'm gonna go to the point. Deuteronomy 28, and where was that at? Give me one sec. Here we go. Deuteronomy 28 and 58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy power. And that's what's wrong with our people. They don't fear the Heavenly Father. All right? God knows what's on my heart. Well, read Jeremiah 17 and 9. Yeah, the Most High knows your heart. He knows you wicked. You know, sometimes, Jake, they hear the gospel when they hear they can't eat pork. They I can't do all that. It's tradition. Yeah, it was tradition given to you in slavery. The scriptures say, is Israel a servant, is he a homeborn slave? And by the foods that you eat, it's clear an example that you are a slave. Okay? You're a slave in the mind. All right? Whatever master tells you to eat, you'll eat it. You'll go to Wendy's and go get a Baconator with no thought. All right? Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sicknesses, and of long continuance. So our people deal with that because they eat the wrong foods. They smoke cigarettes, they do drugs, they smoke weed, and then they wonder why they got all types of heart failure and heart problems, man. All right? Continuing on. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. Verse 61, here's the point. And also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, then will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. Gout, high blood pressure, heart failure, strokes. That is prevalent amongst Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And then they have the nerve to tell you it runs in your family. Yeah, because you eat pork. Okay, you eat pork. You smoke Newport 100s in a box. All right, you eat fast food maybe 3 days out the week, man. If you see a whole nigga family, you got a nigga dad, you got a nigga mom, and you got about 3-4 nigga children. Nobody sits down. The parents don't sit down and give their kids a so-called nutritional meal because the scriptures say we will eat our bread defiled amongst the Gentiles. So, but you see Jake with a nigga family, all right? I just got to paint the picture of a nigga family, all right? And the whole family eat McDonald's. And the whole family is just big as hell. Like a gym has never crossed their mind. You know, so all these sicknesses that our people say, you try to tell your family members, well, if you stop eating pork, maybe you won't have high cholesterol and you have to be on the medications. Nah, I ain't trying to hear all that. You'll listen to the white man. So listen to this man right here. Dr. Axe. It says, check out Leviticus 11. That's the spirit. No matter how you think about it, pigs are rather dirty animals. They're considered the garbage and waste eliminators of the farm, often eating literally anything they can find, even human bodies. This includes not only bugs, insects, and whatever leftover scraps they find laying around, but also their own feces. So here you go. Here our people go get that slab of pork bacon, and you eating feces, man. As well as the dead carcass of sick animals, including their own young. At least one farmer has gone out to feed his pigs and never returned. On that morning in 2012, he literally became the pig's breakfast. See, they eat humans too. And then you go ahead and put that in your mouth. And then you wonder why you got gout. Or your uncle Johnny dropped dead because he had a stroke. That's why the scriptures say our people destroyed for lack of knowledge in Hosea the 4th chapter. That's why I brought out that Jeremiah 3:15, because it's gonna take brothers starting with our apostles and elders to break this down to our people, man. It says, just knowing what a pig's diet is like can explain why the meat of the pig can be so dirty, or at the very least not so appetizing to consume. But not to a Negro or a Mexican. Jacob eat chitlins, what I call shitlins. Oh nah, you ain't, just put some hot sauce on it. You can smell that shit up the block, man. That's not, you don't want to eat a pig's intestines, but our people eat it. Right? It says, and while being grossed out may or may not be the valid reason not to eat something, it's vital to understand a bit more about pork before reaching your own conclusion. Let's talk about this popular yet seriously questionable protein source. And I mean, you can read it, man. This is, I typed up why pork is bad for you, Dr. Axe. Right? It says, here's one. Another issue with the pig is that it has very few functional sweat glands and can barely sweat at all. Sweat glands are a tool the body uses to rid of toxins. This leaves more toxins in the pig's body. When you consume pork meat, you get all these toxins that were eliminated from the pig. None of us needs more toxins in our systems. And you talking about Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who do not detox. Okay, they don't do any type of detox to detox their system, let alone drink water. You are what you eat. That's why you see these jakes, eyes all red, you know what I'm saying, can barely walk, always tired. You know what I'm saying? Because they eating toxins from this pig, man. That is disgusting, all right? Increased cancer risk from bacon and other processed pork. So you need to go get you some turkey bacon, some lamb bacon, some chicken bacon, and some beef bacon. But I need my pork. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that now. It says, according to the World Health Organization, I did a lesson on them jokers a day ago. Processed meat like ham, bacon, and sausages causes cancer. Well, at least they right on that. So that goes back to that Deuteronomy 28 chapter. All the plagues that are not written in the book, one of them is cancer. You wonder why people just dropping dead, man. And then they got that juice in them. So they're just a cocktail of disaster walking out here in the streets. That's why these people can't drive. That's why these people are rude. All right? You are what you eat, man. It says, according to the World Health Organization, processed meat like ham, bacon, and sausage, they serve them sausage sandwiches at McDonald's, Wendy's, especially down here in the South, man. They got them ham sandwiches on a biscuit. You know, you can get you a bacon, egg, and cheese at McDonald's. Going to work, you don't even know what the hell's going on, man. You put that in your body that early in the morning. It says the International Agency for Research on Cancer actually classifies processed meat as a carcinogen, something that causes cancer. Researchers found that consuming 50 grams of processed meat each day raises your risk of colorectal cancer by a very significant 18%. Processed meat is considered to be food items like ham, bacon, sausage, hot dogs. And you got to watch them hot dogs too, man. Make sure, just saying through the spirit, you get them beef hot dogs or chicken hot dogs. Make sure they don't have no pork casing, but them little ballpark Franks and them regular Oscar Mayer Franks, man, you got to watch out, man, because you look on the back of it, it's half beef and half pork. It says in some deli meats, notice a theme there. Those are mainly pork-derived food products. How much processed meat is 50 grams? Think about 4 strips of bacon. Maybe you're thinking that you only eat 2 pieces of bacon regularly. According to this research, that would likely equate to a 9% increase of cancer likelihood. And the list goes on and on, man. All right? There's hella problems with eating pork, man. All right? It says pigs are primarily carriers of tapeworm. Man, Our people got a bunch of tapeworms in their system, parasites, not even considering a detox. It says HIV, PRRS, Nipah virus, meningovirus, and more, right? Trichinosis. Pigs carry a variety of parasites in their bodies and meat, and one of the biggest concerns with eating pork meat is trichinosis or trichinosis. So there's all types of problems with eating pork, man. That's why the God of the Bible said, don't eat it, because he knows best. But you Negroes and Hispanics go around, God knows my heart. Let's get that one, man. That's, no excuses for eating that pork, man. I know this is America and your enemy, the white man, pushes on you. But the God of the Bible said don't eat it, man. Said don't eat it. And there's reasons why. Dr. Axe broke it down. Like I said, our people listen to the white man rather than the God of the Bible. And I'm giving you research from Dr. Axe, which is a so-called white man, all right? If you look up Dr. Axe, he could be, I don't know, he appears to be an Edomite, all right? Jeremiah 17:9, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? You try to tell our people, I ain't trying to hear all that, man. It's tradition. We've been eating pork since we've been eating pork. And then you watch Big Mama and them drop dead, all right? There's going to be some more funerals this summer of grandmas and your nieces, all right, nephews, aunties and uncles dropping dead from eating abominable foods, man, all right? Now, I probably want to do some more on some other type foods, but this is what our people eat, man. Like I said, I went to the grocery store and I'm getting stuff for smoothies. I'm getting a little lean meats, you know what I'm saying? Stay away from the bread. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. I mean, my diet is not the best, but it ain't the worst. But, Jake behind you, he got the white bread. You know what I'm saying? He got all the white bread. He got 3 slabs of bacon. All right, he got the hog maws, he got the pork chops, and he just filled all types of parasites and trichinosis, man. And then you wonder why these Negroes and Hispanics and Native Americans act the way they do, man. Because you are what you eat, man. All right, when you come into this truth, man, first you learn the dietary laws, and then when it comes to stuff that's lawful, hey, man, I'm not eating all that pizza like that, man. All right? I'm not eating too many hamburgers. All right? There's some stuff, man, you just stay away from. That white bread is the devil, man. All right? With our people, that's the first thing they go for, that white bread. All right? Institutionalized in Babylon by the so-called white man concerning foods. So let's get the consequences of eating pork, man. Now, we already brought out the health benefits, not health benefits, excuse me, the health consequences of eating pork. Let's get the major consequence, man. Let's go to Isaiah 65th chapter. Because if you don't want to listen to the God of the Bible, man, it says rebellious people. Let's just get it from the top. I am sought of them that ask not for me. I am found of them that sought me not. I said, behold me, unto a nation that was not called by my name. I have spread out my hands all day unto a rebellious people. How does the God of the Bible spread out his hands through his prophets? Lessons like this. Don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Stop smoking cigarettes. Stop being homosexual. Stop being gangbangers. Get out them Christian churches. So on and so forth, man. Don't be in the LGBTQXYZA plus whatever. All right? Get out of the ways of the world and come back to the God of the Bible. That's how he's spreading out his hand with these lessons that are going up constantly. Which walketh in a way that was not good after their own thoughts. We just read that Jeremiah 17:9. You walk around with your own thoughts thinking eating pork is good until you drop dead. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardens and burneth incense upon altars of brick, which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh, they eat that pig, and broth of abominable things in their vessels. And that's our people, man. They can go to the store right now and go get that honey baked ham. You see it on the commercials, man. Here it is. It's not even really the season for that, but they'll just push it on you. Here it is. It's almost summertime. They pushing honey glazed hams on you already. All right, get you ready for this abominable seasons that are coming up in the fall and winter. You know what I'm saying? What else, man? Like I said, chorizo for you Hispanics. Like I said, you gotta watch some Hispanics, man, because they be having stuff and it's in Spanish, and you know, you gotta look up some of these words, man. You know, our people get pork belly tacos, pork chops, pork this, pork that. The Lord is not pleased with our people eating pork, man. Isaiah 65:5, which says, stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou. And that's our people, man. Especially these Christians when they got to church, bro. If you've seen these Christians when they got to church, they got this high pompous look on their face. You might be at the grocery store. They coming out Jehovah's Witnesses. You would think they would know better. I grew up in that madness, man, and we was raised on the pork. But now that I'm in this truth, I know better. All right, try to tell your parents, they still ain't trying to hear it. Okay. It says, which say, stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou. These are a smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all the day. The scriptures say the Lord is a consuming fire. So he's not pleased with us right now, man. Isaiah 65:6, behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silence, but will recompense into their bosom. So there's going to be some payback, man. You keep eating that pork, you're going to get this. And I'm going to close it out on this. I know I've been going in pretty much, but just something that's on my spirit, man. I've been seeing a lot of people just stacks of pork. All right, stacks of pork with Doritos chips and cookies and ice cream and cakes and pies. This is a quintessential American diet, man. Then you wonder why the greater majority of these people are not even worthy of a conversation, man, because they're just bugged out simply from the foods that they eat. All right. I'm gonna start Isaiah 66:4. I also will choose their delusions. All right, the Lord is going to choose you to be caught up in something that's going to deter you from getting His word. 2/3 of our people, and will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, the Lord called with His word, giving you the law. Oh, it's done away with. Creflo Dollar said it's a sin if you keep the law. Such and such and such. None did answer. Oh, we ain't trying to hear that. I'm gonna go to the store right now and go get me a pig ear sandwich. I seen it was a clip that Elder Yashawamba had about this place in Jackson, Mississippi. They sell pig ear sandwiches. Are you crazy? It says, none did answer when I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before my eyes and choose that in which I delighted not. You chose to eat that pork chop sandwich. You chose to eat pork bacon when you can get some turkey bacon right now or beef bacon at the store. Let's get the main point, man. Isaiah 66 and 15. And this is the ultimate consequence if you want to keep eating pork, man. You know, Jay can't get it, oh well. All right. Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots. That's what the people call so-called UFOs, like a whirlwind, to render his anger. So the Lord is pissed off. The Lord and his only begotten son, Yahushua, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, are 38 hot right now. To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire, all right, those laser beams come off the chariot and those intercontinental ballistic missiles, and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right, let's look up slain if you don't know what slain means. All right, slain definition. It says past particle of slay, those who have been killed. So the Lord is coming back to Kill, okay? Can't put it no other way. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh. So you putting yourself in risk of ultimately getting destroyed by the Lord himself if you keep eating that pork. We have forefathers that died for not eating pork. And look what our people do now. They pull up to the Wendy's and get a Baconator. It says, eating swine's flesh and the abomination in the mouth shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. So this is a lesson, man. All right, no pork on our fork. The consequences of eating pork. You can check out this article from Dr. Axe. Like I said, I typed up. I'll get it. DrAxe.com, why you should avoid pork. Let me give you another visual. All right, don't eat this. All right, and don't eat any of these other unclean animals, man. So with that, shalom.